Discover Card Countdown to Green. Brought to you by Discover Card. It pays to discover. By the Suzuki Boulevards, the only cruisers with the DNA of champions. See your Suzuki dealer and choose your Boulevard. By Subway, it's what to eat when you want to eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh. And by Energizer, keep going.
This season, Mark Martin won at Dover. He has 5 second-place finishes. 4 times he has finished second in the standings. He knows the thrill of competing for the championship and the pain that comes from not winning it. At the age of 45, Mark is the senior citizen of Chaseville. He started the season by finishing last in the Daytona 500. Now he's just 82 points out of first in the chase for the Cup.
Oh, we got some smart guy 6 car.
Trouble turn number 3.
And how disappointing is that?
Yeah.
Mark Martin really felt like he had something today to win the Daytona 500.
No one had to come from further back to make the chase than Mark Martin. No one would enjoy the challenge more than Mark Martin.
We all said was, we make it, anything after that is just gravy. Lie. As soon as we made it, nothing was good enough.
There is little argument that when the 10-race chase began, Mark was the sentimental choice of many inside the garage and outside. His passion for success and disappointment in defeat was never more obvious than after a 13th place finish under the lights at Charlotte in October.
Is this going to be the shot that knocks you out of the chase, Mark, or do you feel like this team is still alive?
I don't know. Golly, we did everything we could do here. Gave it a great run for the whole team. I can't help it. You know, I can't help it.
Facing elimination last Sunday in Darlington, Martin, a longtime veteran, issued a pre-race request to his crew.
I want to hear from you today, you know, stuff like, remember it's 500 miles, we're racing for points, but it's okay to treat me like I'm a rookie.
Up on the wheel all day into night, Martin drove to a chase-saving second-place finish, spurred on by his #1 fan, crew chief Pat Trison.
Hey, Bud, go get him, man, right there at P3, go get him. You're the man, go eat him up.
Pat Trison is a great cheerleader, besides some other things, too.
Strangely enough, Martin has just 3 top 10 finishes in the 9 chase races, second-place finishes at Dover, Atlanta, and Darlington. The one thing number 6 doesn't want today, to have to answer what it feels like to be number 2.
How far is heaven? I just gotta know how far, yeah.
Heaven could be just 267 laps away for Mark Martin, and you are very outspoken about the emotional drain to get to the chase. What are the emotions now as you try to win the championship, Mark?
I guess it'd be pride and maybe a little relief, but look forward to today. I'm so proud of my team and the people that work on that 6 car.
What needs to happen for you to win the championship, Mark?
A miracle. You know, I don't know. I'm not worried about that. You know, we came here to race just like we went to Daytona in February to race, and we're going to try to win this thing and let the points stack up where they may.
Billy has his favorite race car, the one you mentioned, the one that took him to second-place finishes at Atlanta and Darlington.
Thank you, Marty. Now, like Mark, Dale Earnhardt Jr. began the season with the Daytona 500, where he finished 42 places ahead of Mark in first. Now, 5 more wins and 34 races later, Earnhardt is trying to do what his famous father did exactly 24 years ago last Monday, win his first series championship.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. reflects the same racing vigor and vitality that helped his father earn 7 titles. Now, that type of talent has him 4th in the championship standings with a shot at the Cup. Earnhardt polished his driving skills by polishing off the competition with back-to-back championships driving for his dad in the Busch Series. Then Dad gave him a promotion to Nextel Cup.
At the tender age of 25, Dale Earnhardt Jr. will lay claim to his first NASCAR Winston Cup victory at the Texas Motor Speedway.
I'll tell you something else. He's talking about coming to Texas and winning his first Cup race. He won his first Busch race here. We got a good race car, a good engine, and boy drove a good race.
Earnhardt has become the face of NASCAR. A mix of motorsports and marketing, he is recognized in Martinsville and Manhattan. He has won 15 races on the track and millions of fans off the track.
Please welcome Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Earnhardt's honest enthusiasm is refreshing. He wants to win, and when he does, like he did at Bristol, he wants to enjoy it.
Man, this is one of the biggest wins in my career.
Why is that?
It's Bristol, baby!
Earnhardt's win at Talladega in October was no surprise, but his vocabulary in victory lane was. And a 25-point penalty for bad language could have him talking to himself all winter. It looked like he was about to make a huge move in the chase in the closing laps in Atlanta, but then came a different move Dale might want to have back.
Oh, look out! Trouble! Championship contender in trouble, crashing on the back straightaway. No, believe this.
We had a good car. Kind of sucks to lose all them points, but it wasn't. I don't think it was Carl's fault. I came up on him, I think.
He's kind of been helping me pump these guys up. You know, he knows we can still do it. He's the first one to say, don't let this get you down, and we're gonna fight our way back.
Earnhardt won the following week at Phoenix. Now, at the age of 30, he has grown from the kid in the garage to the man in charge, the kind of guy that would be hard to intimidate. Dale Jr. continuing his pre-race preparations this morning, including his 6 wins. He has 16 top 5 finishes. Only Jimmy Johnson, with 19, has more this season. Next, the driver who had 5 wins in the first 21 races this season, but none in the last 14. He drives that car. 4-time series champion Jeff Gordon, when the Discover Card Countdown to Green continues. It's a ragtop day in South Florida, but these loyal and race-loving fans are here to watch 43 hardtops cruise for 400 miles with the championship trophy waiting at the finish. It was 4 weeks ago today that a plane crash in Virginia took the lives of 10 people, all members of Hendrick Motorsports, its extended family, and friends. The people at Hendrick Motorsports have helped Jeff Gordon win 4 championships. Now Jeff Gordon would like to help the people at Hendrick Motorsports by winning his 5th. Jeff is 3rd in the championship standings. His Hendrick teammate Jimmy Johnson is 2nd. They have raced in the spotlight when they would rather hide in the darkness. They have handled deep personal loss with distinguished poise. Jeff Gordon has not won a chase race. At times it looked like he might not be in the championship picture, but no one ever told him he was out of it.
4 times he has won the championship. My goodness.
Jeff Gordon and the Hendrick Motorsports team. It's incredible.
Jeff Gordon is a star that drives a car. He races for a living and enjoys living as a racer. He is a 4-time series champion. The King, Richard Petty, and the late Dale Earnhardt both won 7 cups, the only drivers with more championships than Gordon. But neither had more desire. A success at just 33, Gordon is not just racing after wins, he is stubbornly chasing the shadows of greatness.
Everybody, talks about Earnhardt and Petty with 7 championships, and I constantly get asked every single day, you think you can get to 7, you think you can get to 7. Well, you can't get to 7 until you get to 5.
In 2001, Gordon captured his 4th championship, and the first for crew chief Robbie Loomis. Jeff's first 3 championships came with veteran Ray Evernham, a 1-2 combination that sent the competition reeling with 3 titles in 4 seasons. Gordon's on-track success and off-track style put him on Madison Avenue. His personality and popularity have driven him to places NASCAR had always hoped to be.
One of the great race car drivers of all time, Jeff Gordon. Right in.
Jeff Gordon, good to have you back here. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Gordon.
This season, Gordon has been an understudy in the chase for the championship. Last Sunday at Darlington, Gordon was back in the starring role, but his supporting cast let him down.
Looks like they got tangled up on the air cord on the rear tire. They're waiting on the right rear, still waiting on the 24.
It was very, frustrating and disappointing, but I also know that, a day or 2 later, it's got to be off your mind and moving forward.
As a four-time series champion, Gordon knows the professional and personal emotions of racing. He also knows he is the face of Hendrick Motorsports. And no matter what he wins this season, he will never forget what he and his racing family lost on that Sunday afternoon in Martinsville.
The emotional side of it now has become a driving force. There's nothing we can do to take away the sadness, take away the heavy hearts, but it would be so awesome to pull it off and do it in honor of those that were lost in that plane crash.